Hello everyone, welcome to the QuesterMage, a Mage's quest to talk about games. In today's video I want to talk about the New Wave Toys Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition X Replicade. Please note this is not intended to be a review of the machine itself. I try to collect relevant information on the machines, digest user feedback while adding my own observations and or opinions, condensing these into an informational video which I hope is helpful and or enjoyable. We have a few videos talking about arcade related content. If you'd like to watch these, then please take a look on our channel. Like in the other videos, we'll take a look at the physical cabinet itself, the games and any improvements and or issues it might have. If you don't know who New Wave Toys are, in short they create 1/6 scale, arcade accurate miniature cabinets containing pre-installed licensed games and accessories for these. When they say arcade accurate miniatures, they are talking about the form factor itself. Obviously the controls themselves have to be modified to be playable on this scale. They have partnered with companies like Atari and Capcom. They have launched a few Replicades and some of their accessories. In this video we're going to focus specifically on the Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition X Replicade. So let's take a look. Being a 1/6 scale arcade cabinet, it stands at 12 inches tall. Now I tried to find the sizes for the width and the depth, but I couldn't find any of these. If you have the sizes for the width and depth, please feel free to add these in the comments below. This Replicade comes with the pre-built Replicade itself, made from wood, a good quality 3.5-inch LCD screen, the control deck. Now as you can see, the control deck is now set up for a one-player layout, which we assume has been changed to make this unit actually playable at this size. The joystick and buttons included do have micro switches, which is impressive at this scale. Look at these tiny little back tops, don't they look great? An inbuilt rechargeable battery, metal coin doors which actually open and have compartments behind them, stereo sound which is clear and loud. On the top of the unit we have volume controls and an on and off button, a light up marquee, lit up player 1 and player 2 buttons, and a lit up compartment at the back of the machine. This machine also comes with a mini fight stick which can be used for player 1 or player 2, and can also be used on your computer. This measures a little bit more than an inch tall and 3 inches wide. It has 2 USB slots on the back which you can hook up the mini flight stick itself there, or you can use your own controllers. Apparently the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One controllers are compatible. Mini arcade coins / tokens, and 2 games included. Side note, there is a compartment here which houses the USB. Some people have missed that out, but it actually is in there, so you just have to slide that out and the USB cable is actually above that. So as I mentioned before, this arcade unit comes with 2 games. Both of these are the arcade versions, so you have Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Let's take a look at the software of this machine. This Replicade actually does include a few settings. If you press on the player 2 coin button here, this will give you access to the settings menu for the machine. In this menu, you can select your game, change the difficulty settings, which are the dip switch settings on the actual arcade hardware itself. The difficulty settings going from level 1 to level 8, but only for Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. A toggle for the mini fight stick to be used as player 1 or player 2. A toggle for the light up marquee to be turned on or off. Settings to higher and lower the backlight itself. And a battery indicator. Also worth mentioning, when you select Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, you can actually change the speed of this game at the main menu. You have 3 speed settings, which is 1, 2 and 3. And the high scores apparently do save on this machine. Moving on to the improvements, the stickers on the control panel. Now the control panel, as you can see here, there is a decal on the control deck itself. This control deck is actually a sticker. Some users have been saying that this sticker has a few bubbles in it for them. This doesn't affect everyone, but I do think this is an improvement for New Wave Toys in the future. The mini coins. Now a very little thing here, if you're going to include mini coins, it would be a very awesome feature if those mini coins could actually go into the coin slot. Just saying, tiny little thing, but it would just be an awesome feature. Possible issues and fixes. The screen resolution. Now the screen itself, as you can see, is a wide screen. This for some players will not be an issue, but for others it will, hence it's in the possible issues and fixes section. The image of the game is not being shown in its pixel perfect form. It is always stuck on the widescreen resolution. Not that it looks bad in any case, but again, for some players this will be a put off, for other players it will not be. The game list. Now we all know that Street Fighter games have a few variants to them, especially when it comes to Street Fighter 2. Now off the top of my head, there's Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, the Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, Super Street Fighter 2, the new Challengers, Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. But only 2 of these were included on the machine. I think the value would have been better with at least 4. My personal preference for these would have been Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, Super Street Fighter 2 the new Challengers, and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. But again, that is just me. So what do you all think of the new Wave Toys Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition X Replicade? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? How would you change it? Please leave your impression down in the comments section. But that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you very much again for watching. If you do want to help the channel, please click that like, subscribe, and click that notification bell for more of our content in the future. And until then, thanks again.